Hi everyone, my name is Tanya and I'm from Grazia, and today you're watching us on the Femina Grazia Virtual Beauty Carnival with content creator and actor Prajakta Koli. Hi Prajakta, how's it
Hi,
going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. So we're here today to talk about fitness. I think a topic a lot of people are interested in right now, and it's something you're clearly passionate about. So to begin with, can you tell us about your fitness journey? Were you athletic in school? Are you a gym rat?
Not a gym rat at all. I tried that, couldn't do it, could not keep up. I was like, I can't do it at all. Not very athletic. Honestly, I used to run, and I used to be a part of the school hurdles team. I think till about third or fourth grade, and then post that I used to just play volleyball. I used to play to love playing basketball, but not, I wouldn't call myself athletic. Like I was never, I was in the aerobics team. I used to, it was just, I wouldn't call that very athletic. And honestly, for me, my fitness, my like actually consciously taking care of my fitness, I think started happening in the Jan of last year. I remember forever my resolution every year was that I'm going to start working out, and but I think last year, right before lockdown hit, I was going through a phase in life which was the most hectic. I think I was in the worst shape physically and mentally both, because I had a lot going on. I was hardly sleeping. I think for a month, I think for a good period of like 4 months, my sleep cycle was just like 3 hours every night. I wasn't eating right. I was not drinking water. There was no form of physical exercise in my life. My mental health was all over the place. I was so overwhelmed always. So I remember in Jan last year, I think I was climbing one flight of stairs.
Right.
And I remember going out of breath, and it wasn't even like a complete flight, it was just one way up. And I remember just looking at myself, and I used to be a dancer when I was younger. And I used to dance for hours, and I used to love dancing. So I think that was the first time I realized that, wow, I'm in horrible shape. Also, I realized that I am turning older. I was 26 last year in January, where I was like, okay, now I'm turning older slowly, and my body is not the same as I thought it was 7, 8, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that is why I started working out. I started with yoga, and I fell in love with it and haven't gone back since.
That's awesome. I think we've all been through, these weird phases in our life, and I think it's like an ongoing journey.
Yeah.
But I think what I love the most is when I came across your content is how fun it is and how fun you make working out look, and also like how you mix it up, whether you're doing like dancing to Koli music or you're doing like a Govinda hook step routine. I think it's just been really different from everything else that's out there. And you did mention that you danced a lot when you were younger. So I just wanted to know, what is the story behind all these fun routines?
I tend to get bored very easily, very quickly, with my workout routines, with everything actually. So I think that just goes with my workout routines also. When I started doing yoga, I did it for a few weeks, and then I was like, this is fun, but I can't do the same thing every day. Then I started doing a high intensity cardio routine, which I loved. I did that for a few weeks, and then I was like, I can't. Then I started looking for new ways to warm up, basically, because I was sick of the same warm up routines that I was doing every day. So that's when I enjoy dancing. So that's when I started playing songs I love. And I realized that that's a great warm up for me, So I just dance to music, and it puts me in a good mood. It's a great start to the day. I try to work out in the mornings. So it's a great mood setter for the day. So I think that is why, also to mix and match so that it does not get monotonous, I think has helped me stay on track also. I mean, I don't believe I'm saying this, but I've been working out ever since I started in Jan last year, and I've hardly missed. I mean, the only time I stopped working out was when I had COVID. And I was working out till before that. A few weeks after that, I've come back, and I feel very proud that I've actually done it because I always wanted to do it. And I think one of the reasons has been because I like dancing, and I've made that a part of the workout.
That's awesome. And how do you measure success, like progress? Because I feel like that's something that's, so subjective. And also, what's been like an inspiration to you? Are there certain people you follow who are inspiring, or how does it work?
I think after every workout, I like to, like, after I'm done with my workout, I do like a stretch and a cool down session, and then I like to sit down and meditate. If I have time, I'll meditate for 20 minutes. Otherwise, I'll do it for 3 minutes or 4 minutes or how much ever time I have. And I think those 3 minutes are extremely important for me, because at that time I realize how my body is feeling. 9 out of 10 times I'm feeling good. 9 out of 10 times I'm feeling positive, and that's when I feel like, this was a good workout. But then there are days when, you don't have your heart in the workout. You just do it because you wanted to do it, and your body tells you that most times. Where during those minutes, then I'm just exhausted, or I'm not feeling myself, or I can't concentrate. So I think I keep an eye out for how I'm really feeling right post my workout, and that helps me understand how I'm doing. Also, very slowly pushing my limits. I tried doing the whole, I'm gonna do 100 today and then 150 tomorrow. And that messed me up so bad. So I think just being okay with doing 100 today and 105 tomorrow, slowly pushing my limits, I think that has helped me sort of measure how good I'm getting. Like, for example, I remember a few months ago, for me, doing 40 Surya Namaskars was crazy, and then I did a few Surya Namaskars. I fell out of the whole yoga routine. I got into high intensity cardio for the past few months. Today, after so many months, I did 40. And I was like, I didn't know that could happen. But like, basically just slowly taking it forward has really helped me. So that helps me keep a track of how well it's going.
That's awesome. And, you did mention that you fell sick and you got COVID. So, I mean, keeping that in mind, and just overall, how do you feel like the pandemic has personally affected and altered your fitness routine? And I just feel like this is a conversation most people are struggling with, because while it's convenient, to work out at home, it's in the privacy of your room. A lot of people are used to group activities, and you want that kind of adrenaline fueled, environment of the gym. So how did that work out for you?
For me, honestly, the lockdown basically gave me time to actually have a fitness routine. If life would have continued the way it was before lockdown last year, I honestly would not. I mean, I'm just looking at the silver lining here, I would not have gotten the chance to breathe and reflect and understand that I need to work on a few things. So definitely a win. I mean, I feel very grateful that I got this time to actually work on my body. And unpopular opinion, but I'm one of those who actually like working out by myself. I mean, like I told you, I tried going to the gym, and it was just it was a horrible experience for me. I was like, I never want to go to the gym again. I like being inside my room. Me and my yoga mat are in a very happy relationship. It's why even when I'm off shooting, if I'm on skates, I am very chilled, because I just have to carry my yoga mat, and I'm very happy being inside my house working out. So I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you how it was for people who like group activities.
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. I guess it's personal preference. And I mean, as long as it works for you. And I guess we just have to keep kind of adjusting to this new reality for however long, it goes on. So I'm glad it worked out for you. So that's good. And I feel like while we're on the subject, I feel like we should talk about body acceptance, because, in the pandemic, I think I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like I've seen so much on social media, where there's this added kind of pressure to work out, because you have all of, this time on your hands. You don't have to physically travel to a gym. But I feel like it's also a great time to talk about guilt-free exercising. And I feel like that is something that you've been doing because you've been enjoying your workouts. So what's your perspective on this?
Honestly, for me, working out has never been about looking a certain way or achieving a body weight or
Right.
having certain measurement goals met. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think, it's so weird now that I think about it. I don't even measure my weight at all in life generally. I mean, I a few, it's one of those things कि किसी friend के घर चले गए कि weighing scale उस पे खड़े हो गए, that's it. Like I
Yeah.
never even consciously keep a track of how my body is changing or whatever. I think for me, working out has only been about getting that discipline in, getting my body to synchronize and work together, getting my mind and body to sort of have a good relationship. Because when I started doing yoga last year, I realized that my productivity increases manifold
Yeah.
on days that I work out. My mood is better. I end up overall just achieving more on a day that I worked out than on days when I don't work out. And I think that is all that it has been for me. I mean, I know what you're saying about social media, but then again, that has always been there. Like those, there's always been that little sheet of luster
Yeah.
across fitness. It's always been there, and it's fine. I mean, each person to their own. Every
Yeah.
person has different reasons to work out. Every person has different things that motivate them to work out. For me, honestly, the motivation is always that I know that I could be having a bad day, but I could do 10. It's very empowering to know how to fix my bad day. To have that control over myself and my day, to tell me that I could be having a horrible day, but I'll do 10 Surya Namaskars and I'll stretch and I'll meditate and I'll be fine. I think that is a bigger win for me than any physical changes. So every time there is a change physically, which I see in my skin, I see my skin starts looking better. I sleep on my face, so I always wake up super puffy. But as soon as I work out, I know that the bloating goes away. I know that I feel more jumpy after a workout. And I think other than that, everything else is just a happy bonus. But for me, it has always been about, having a good relationship between my mind and body.
Right. And speaking about that connection, I feel like, physical health and mental health are so, intertwined. And you did speak about how you were feeling overwhelmed, like right before you started working out. So how do you, like, what was your state of mind back then? And how do you feel, that this routine has changed and made your mental health good?
I remember this right before I started working out. I remember there was this one day when there was literally nothing wrong in my life. I mean, there still isn't, but I'm saying on that particular day, there was nothing wrong. I had amazing projects lined up for me. I had just finished beautiful projects. I was working on great content. I'm in a great relationship with my family. I have amazing friends. I have an amazing team. My life was perfect. Is perfect. That's what. That particular day, I remember lying in bed and crying for no reason. I could not come up with a reason. I also journal a lot. So I remember journaling about it, where I was like, I'm upset, but I do not know why I'm upset. Now that I think about it, I was just so exhausted. Now that I think, I feel like that was the reason. My mind and my body were not synchronized. My body could not take how much I loved working and how much I loved doing things that I was doing at that time. And that's when I realized that, it's sort of, there's an imbalance in this relationship and I need to bring that back. So that is how I was feeling then. And that's when I realized this whole connection as to how deeply my mental health is connected with physical activity. I never thought I would be someone who likes cycling. I mean, I used to cycle when I was super young, but after that, never. But now that brings me so much joy. If I've had a long day at work, I'll go for it, even if it's just like one ride, one round, and I just come back feeling so. Like I said, it's amazing to have these like tools at your disposal. which are tried and tested and personalized and work beautifully for you when you're having a tough mental or physical day.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like it's the need of the hour, especially in times like this.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask you, as a content creator, there is this ongoing subliminal sense of responsibility towards your audience, because a lot of them, look up to you, and in various ways. So what, and I think there also needs to be a responsibility in the messaging that you're putting forward. With regard to all of these cool videos that you put, what has the response been like from your audience?
It's been so good. I mean, so I do this thing where after I finish a workout, I put a story saying, "Good job, B." And I didn't think that would catch on. It was just something I did when I used to finish my workout. And now every day there are so many stories on my Instagram with people tagging me with their post-workout selfies. And I think it's just nice, it's nice. Like you said, this whole guilt-free, and nobody's talking about, oh, look, I've lost so much weight, or look, I have, I achieved this waist size that I wanted. Everyone is just talking about how good they feel because they worked out. And I feel like that, that is very, very empowering. In fact, we have some wonderful creators doing work like that. Like recently, I've been following Larissa, who has the 4 a.m. club, where she's basically spoken about how she starts her day at 4 in the morning and ends it at 10 p.m. And she has a bunch of people now who wake up at 4 a.m. with her. And she inspired me. I mean, I started binge watching a show, and I had messed up my sleep cycle completely. And I would wake up at 11. I would wake up at 11:30 because I had nowhere to go. But she inspired me, and now I wake up at 7:30, or I wake up at 8. And it's just, I think that's the beauty of the internet, where there's this sense of community. There's always someone who you can relate to. There's always someone who can inspire you. There's always someone that you can do things with. And I think that is beautiful. So I understand the responsibility, yes, but more than that, I think the overall conversations become so easy that it's sort of fun to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And my last question to you, what are your tips and tricks for our viewers today to truly have a great time while working out from home in the age of social distancing?
I think just one of the things that has really helped me is listening to your body. I mean, your body is constantly telling you things that your body likes doing, things your body does not like doing, timings when your body is most active. I think when you start working out, just keep an eye out for those things. I mean, there's no way of telling you as to this is what is happening when your body's talking to you, but you'll know, So always be very aware of how you're feeling when you're working out. And I think, I really think that there should be no rules to working out, कि weight training, तुम्हें अगर weight loss करना है तो तुम्हें weight training करना पड़ेगा. If you want to increase your stamina, you have to do high intensity cardio. अगर तुमको flexibility चाहिए तो yoga. I don't think that, I mean, I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not trained in it. I'm not a trainer, but I'm just saying that just flow with whatever your body wants to flow with. Like for me, everyone told me that, if you want to tone your body, you should really do weight training. I started weight training and I absolutely hated it. And I know that my body is not going to respond positively to a routine that I don't enjoy.
Absolutely.
Might as well sort of not always follow the rules and do what your body tells you to do, and sort of let it flow the way it wants to flow. And so a lot of people ask me, what motivates you to work out? When you see a difference in your mind and your body, I think that is such a motivating thing. When you see a difference, then you don't stop doing it. Once you see how much it helps you. So I think, just these things.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Prajakta. That was such a fun chat. Thank you for taking out the time to do this.
No, thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure. Thank you.